We're going to move to the tib fib. Okay, this is going to be the tib fib. So same thing, person needs to stabilize from opposite. So go onto that side and you're going to stabilize right here. All right, so you're going to stabilize above and below the wound. So we're going to say we got a tib fib break right here. You're stabilizing that. We expose. All right, we do the assessment. Okay, checking the foot, checking the ankle. Okay, come up, ow, ow, ow. Checking the knee, and then kind of come up, check the hip. So since this is this particular area, joint below, joint above, we're going to have to make sure we immobilize that. So to do so, what we're going to do is use a board. What you want to do is this is going to be basically touching right up here at the buttocks. This one may be a little bit long. This is going to be really, really close, so you're going to have to use your judgment on this. If it's too long, once again, what can we do? We can snap the board and make it the length that we need it. For instructional purposes, I'm just going to use the longer board. Now, what are we going to do when we pad the voids? Or when we put the board on, we're going to put the padding toward the leg and we're going to pad the void. So I know I got a knee here. I'm going to make sure I got some padding right in here. All right. And then sometimes you also have to consider the padding around the ankle. Okay. So get some there and there. So what we need to do is we're going to have to support that and raise that up, and we're going to slide the board underneath, right? So I'm going to help you raise this up just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to support the broken area. All right, this board has to go up underneath just to the buttocks there. All right, pad that void, and we're going to come right back down. Once again, if you got a void here, you'll pad it. If not, don't worry about it. Then from that point, what we're going to do is, since we had to take the shoe off, okay, with the shoe off, you can simply put that underneath, and that helps support. All right, in that process, we can move forward. Now, the ankle hitch we tied at the very first, at the beginning of this section, you're going to go under the arch of the foot. Okay, make sure your tails are basically the same. We're going to go underneath the board, okay, which should be the ankle area. We're going to cross over the top, all right, and then this is where we want to catch the stirrup. So I want to make sure I try and hold that in the right spot. I'm going to catch the stirrup over here. So once again, I want to make sure that this is catching. There we go. All right, and then we're going to pull upward and outward once again. We're going to tie it with a surgeon's, which is a double wrap. Pull in line, and the safety. All right, that's secure. Feel good? Okay. Then from there, I'm going to use cling. We're on the lower extremities, so we typically use our 6-inch cling. We're going to take this, we're going to wrap, basically start right here. Once again, when you unroll, we want to stay in line here. Overlapping, about 3 inches every time. At the top is where I tend to pull just a little bit of the slack out. All right, when you run out, you can tuck that. Start right back from that point. Remember, see how I'm unrolling this? Flip it over so I can keep that pressure as we go. Now, how high do I go? Since this is a tib fib, I'm going to stop literally just above the knee. One more wrap and we'll call it good. Okay. Once again, you can either tuck that in or cut off any excess right there. All right, so I've got it secure from that point. Can you wiggle your toes? Can you feel me touching your toes? And cap refill. Okay, so we're good with that. If you want, you can go ahead and get the pulse as well. So now from here, we would take them and put them on a board, get them on the cot. Sometimes from this position, they can just get on the cot. That's okay. If we need to move them because they can't themselves, and we'll put them on the board, we'll move them up as well. You can use the scoop, you can use the regular. We can do a lift, whatever we need to do to put them up on the cot.